Okay, so visible signs of aging. You want me to take a look here at what we see on her forehead with the fine lines that are starting prematurely on her forehead. The crow's feet that's starting underneath the eye area there. And basically the unevenness of the pigmentation all the way around the skin. The pores are also looking a little mottled on the nose area, which is showing us that her skin has some thickness to it, some damage to it, some dehydration, so we need to actually exfoliate that. And there again, the lines starting here and here that we see underneath the eye area. So what we're going to do is take Lauren through a series of microdermabrasions using the crystal-free unit and a little LED light to help rejuvenate and tone the skin. Which is going to be done in a series of treatments about every 2 weeks, depending on how she tolerates it, along with a lactic peel, just to help break down that bond between the cells so that the exfoliation it gets a little bit deeper and a little bit more intense so we can remove some of this pigmentation. But before I do that, I'm going to make sure that she's committed to a sunscreen, and she's also on a melanin suppressant system to help this pigmentation actually lighten a bit, and so that we suppress it when we do the treatments. It's very important because we don't want to stimulate it and actually make it look darker. So I said that we would be using a lactic peel to actually break down the bond between the cells. But I'm going to go ahead and use a salicylic peel to get a little bit more exfoliation out of Lauren's skin. I'm using a 20% salicylic peel. Let it sit on for a moment, then I'm going to neutralize it. What this is going to do is just help break down that dead skin cell barrier and help increase the results of the microderm unit. At the same time, we're going to address these pores around the nose. I'm going very close underneath the eye. The reason why is I want to really get to those fine lines that are starting. Now we're going to go ahead and neutralize the peel. You'll start to see a little bit of that frosting and the dead skin cell come off. Now the peel alone is giving her a nice soft appearance. Depending on the treatment that you decide to give them for home use, you could go mild or aggressive, and then you wouldn't want to use such a dramatic peel if they're on an aggressive home care. If they weren't, then this would be the proper peel to use. If not, go ahead and use a 30% lactic peel, or the citrus C peel, or a 30% glycolic peel. That would be perfect as a pre-prep before the microderm. So first of all, I'm going to go to mode. What it's going to do is tell me to stand by, and then it's going to go light or suction, or light and suction, which means the LED light and the vacuum for the crystal-free treatment. I'm going to go down to vacuum. I can do mild or strong. I prefer to start mild on her skin. Too strong can actually break capillaries, so I don't want to do that. And then I'm going to go up to the start button and start the machine when I'm ready. But first I'm going to take out the sterile tip and insert the tip into the handpiece. The tip already has a filter in it, so the filter will take care of any of that dead skin cell as it comes off. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the machine. This will help protect their eyes from the light. Then you start with short strokes and move your way down. Now if they have a lot of sun damage, chances are their earlobes are going to be damaged as well. So make sure that you do the treatment on the earlobes to help rejuvenate and get that sun damage off the earlobes. Earlobes rejuvenate very quickly. Place your finger behind the ear just to hold it tight, and then go ahead and exfoliate. Going back to the skin on the face. I'm going several different directions so I don't leave streaking. As you can see, she had a blemish here, so I don't want to go directly on that blemish. I'm going to go around that blemish. But with this handpiece, the beauty of it is that you can get on the top of the eyelid itself, just not directly over the eyeball, and you can bring it underneath to really get those fine lines, because there's no crystal that actually goes into the eye. It's all done with that diamond tip. In that nose area for those larger pores. The only way to make a pore look smaller is to actually refine it. So any of your peels, Microderm, are perfect for that. What I like about this treatment is immediately you see the results in the smoothness of the skin. Her skin is dry and oily in different areas. Creme de Crystal would help with the oiliness of her skin, but would make her dry skin extremely dry for days. This does not. Now I'm going one way and then I'm going up and down. So I'm going side to side and then I'm going up and down. Be careful and make sure that the skin is able to tolerate it and you're not getting any pinkness or redness. What that's showing is that you're overstimulating the area, so you want to move on. The big question people ask is, how many passes do I make? And really it all depends on the skin, what the skin can tolerate. You want a slight pinkness to the skin, so that usually takes several passes, but the more you do this treatment, the more frequently they come, the less you are to be as aggressive as the first time. Move down to the neck, short strokes. Sun damage is also pretty apparent. Our model actually has a lot of freckling to their skin naturally, but it's accelerated with sun damage, so you see the freckling a little bit darker here on the chest area. I am using Fruit Sun conditioner afterwards. What I'm going to do is just do a little extraction because those pores are wide open. I'm going to put the Professional Vitamin A as the last step after the microdermabrasion onto Lauren's skin, and the reason why is because I really want to break down some more of the skin cell to make her skin a little bit smoother and softer. And as her first treatment, it'll be pretty intense. I won't be able to do this if she's on that aggressive system at home, but her first treatment will definitely turn out to be a really nice first treatment. She'll get lots of exfoliation, pore refinement, and we'll start to see improvement on the sun damage as well. Now this is a peel that you need to leave on for about 24 hours, then she can wash her skin. After that she'll feel tight, and then the tightness will turn to flakes. She'll then continue to flake for about 2 days after that, and that will just help in the exfoliation process and the refinement to make the skin smoother, softer, and more even. Perfect. Now we can apply a small amount of sunblock. If they have to apply makeup, they can apply makeup right on top of this, but it's best just to leave it completely dry. Starve it of any moisture. Wash the skin, and then if the sloughing gets to be a little bit out of control, they can use the post-op balm at home. What that'll do is it'll help occlude the skin so that the skin's not sensitive, at the same time that it's helping roll off any of that excess dead skin cell.